Welcome, Alicia. For those of us who don't know who you are, which are few these days, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Why are you here? Why are you sitting in that chair right now?
My name is Alicia Terzioğlu. It's an honor to be here today with everybody. I am Respect Graduate School's former president, student council president, that is. I'm here at Respect Graduate School because I want to pursue a higher education in Islamic studies. It's an opportunity that kind of just fell on my lap and I couldn't say no to it. I'm happy to say that I've also successfully defended my final research paper and defense this past week, and I'm set to graduate this June.
That's awesome. And from what I've heard, you are one of the few students who are graduating in a very short amount of time, a year and a half.
Correct.
So, in your experience, what is the importance of the existence of higher education in Islamic studies? Right? Why did you pursue this? What was your background before? And was this a big change for you moving forward?
Yes and no. I would say studying Islamic studies in an academic setting is definitely something that's new for me, but that was not my expectation when I started out. So to begin, I double majored in human biology and anthropology, um, and I graduated early as well from my undergrad. I worked about 5 years in healthcare and healthcare management. So beginning my master's in Islamic studies was definitely a step in a different direction, something I wasn't actually expecting to do. It was an opportunity that I saw and I wanted to take advantage of. It started off as a personal interest pursuit that turned into a passion very quickly. I learned a lot. I learned Arabic, I learned Islamic philosophy, and it got me thinking a lot about the importance, as your question stated, of studying Islamic studies in an academic setting, which I would say is understanding that Islam is not just about practical, but it's also about philosophical and theological. And these aspects are very important for us Muslims and Muslim students to understand and engage with because of the modern climate that we're living in today, where it's not just about, the approach is not just about understanding what the core principles of Islam is, but it's also about understanding the philosophical aspects, how we're dealing with issues in the modern world, how that can change our perspective and deal with other modern issues, and how to handle that, especially as up and coming students.
Well, that's very good, mashallah. And you mentioned that you had a very different background before you stepped foot at Respect, right? In your experience, how's it been for the past 2 years as a student? Class, outside of class, how's your overall taste here?
Respect feels like home. I often say it's my second home, and that might be a cliche to a lot of people, but I genuinely mean that. I came from New York, lived a year in Florida after I got married, and came to Pennsylvania. It's a new community, a new environment, and I got pretty quickly acclimated. Joining Respect Graduate School it quickly became my friends, my family, being very close to my home as well. I was here almost every single day for long periods of time, especially with Respect Graduate School having a masjid area for prayer. There's really no reason to leave. We have our staff and faculty that are always providing our students with tea and coffee and snacks. It definitely feels like a welcoming environment, and the staff, the faculty, the professors especially are very personable. They make you feel comfortable. You're able to have all types of conversations with them. The imam here as well, they're very willing to communicate with you, to have conversations of any broad spectrum with their students, and I appreciate that. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm very sad to have to leave. If there's definitely higher education that Respect Graduate School will offer now, if that was an option now, I would have definitely taken advantage of that. But any student that comes to Respect Graduate School is lucky, and they will feel welcomed and at home.
Beautiful. And to close off, what I want to ask you is that you mentioned all the beautiful stories at Respect, everything that you've learned, and why it's important to actually pursue masters in Islamic studies. Where can one go from now if prospective students were watching this video to figure out, what to do with their masters, whether or not they want to get it? What can one do with their master's degree from Respect Graduate School, and what do you plan to do after you graduate?
Inshallah, the plan for me is to get my PhD. That is the expectation of our faculty and our professors, and they really want their students to take the step out and to apply everything that they learned from Respect Graduate School into the real world, which is fantastic. They really push you, they really see things in their students that you may not see in yourself. And I am one of those cases. Absolutely, they motivate you. They're like, no, you're capable of doing it, you can do it. So they make sure that you know that the road to PhD is definitely open, and they're willing and able to help you with that, understanding like what schools there are, and that's definitely one route. Students can also take their master's degree and they can teach, whether it be undergraduate levels or even high school levels. Respect Graduate School also has a lot of different programs, whether it's creating a halaqah in the masjid or as a supplementary voluntary basis, or you can go into chaplaincy, for example. So those are just few options of what students are able to do with their master's degree that Respect offers.
Alicia, thank you very much and good luck with all of your future endeavors as well.
Thank you so much.